anticipated with the season. Very good crisp passing, very good going to the basket and dishing if we didn't have a layup, and if we did have a layup, we went strong and scored it. So I couldn't have asked for a better first quarter. It's just the three after that weren't as good.
Block and Libo on the opening tip, and it is the Railers controlling. They're moving left to right here in the first quarter. Thanks for joining us here. Josh and Jeff with you. Railer basketball. Max in the right corner to Podolsek, looking down low. Bowlby flashes. They can't get it down to him.
Yeah, man-to-man opening up for the Potters.
And Josh, you talked about how Morton likes to play defense and keep the score down, so we'll see how this plays with the Railers and see if they're going to be able to get some easy baskets against a tough Potter defense.
Yeah, they're very well pressuring us all the way out to the top now, so the Railers have, just make one little step, jab move and get to the basket, put your head down and go after some contact.
Podolsek fakes a three from the volleyball line, down low to Max. Max working against Kai, backing him in. Nice up and under move. Instead of shooting, kicks it back out to Gavin. Misses the three, hits the top of the backboard. Podolsek's going to be whistled for the foul as he tried to go for the rebound. And there we see, I think Coach Alexander is in fact looking at Max right now saying, why not shoot?
Oh man, you couldn't have asked for a better move. And you're right underneath the basket, and I mean point blank range, and there we go again. I think it becomes your repetition of what you have done before in the past, and he's always been able to, or he's always passed it out. And he was at point blank. Oh boy, you couldn't ask for a better basket the first couple of minutes.
Nice pressure defense in the back by Joey Olden as Lytle wasn't sure what to do with it and was called for traveling as he looked like he tried to pass it off but could not do so. So the Railers get it inbounds. Cook, Olden, and a foul is going to be whistled. That's going to be the first on the 5'10" sophomore Jared Lytle. First on Morton. And one thing that's good about this tournament, you get to see different styles. This Morton team plays much different than Cahokia, what we saw on Monday.
Yeah, they're more up in your face and pressuring the basketball. Unlike Cahokia, they kind of sat back and kind of let you drive. But they had a 6'7" kid that was very athletic inside, so if you did go to the hoop, you were able to block it.
Podolsek drives, and just that quickly, Will has picked up his second, as it was Nick Taylor that stepped in to take the charge. And a minute 11 into the contest, we've got Tyler Horsham's going to check in for Podolsek as Will's picked up a couple early fouls and simply just trying to be aggressive.
Yeah, I'm okay with a foul like that because most of the time the Railers are getting fouls that are not aggressive. And that was at least he was going to the hoop.
Lytle working against Olden, works it into the front court. Now Morton with their first chance to set up an offensive play. Taylor on the left side high, works it around to Morsch. Back to Taylor, looking down low for the 6'6" Brent Leibel. Railers doing a nice job covering him up. Morton around the perimeter, top of the key, inside to Dullard. Dullard tried to make a move, kicked it out to Weibel. Weibel's going to drive in, kicks it out high, and that's going to be a turnover as it throws it into the student section. Yeah. So nice pressure defense by the Railers, and Morton was looking inside, just nothing there.
Nice trap, two on the baseline by Horsham and Gavin, and it really forced the turnover and having to throw the ball too high and over the top of the head of a Morton player.
2 minutes into the contest, still looking for our first points on the board. Horsham in early because of foul trouble to Podolsek, who's picked up an early two. Max will fire a three from the left side, and that's good.
I think that's how we started the game on Monday night, was a Max Cook three. We should have started tonight's game with a Max Cook layup, but we'll take the three to get us on the board.
Max with three to get things started here for the Railers. 5:40 to go first quarter. Lincoln with the only score. Morton looking to answer here on a Wednesday night. Morsch to Taylor. Down in the corner, they work it around. Railers doing a nice job keeping the ball on the outside of the three-point line. On the right wing, Lytle. Down to Weibel. There's a nice trap by Block and Cook, and he's going to be called for stepping on the end line. And Josh, we had a great view. They could have just as easily called him for hooking because Block and Cook had him sealed in that corner.
And I think in the past, too, our wings have been a little bit smaller, 6 foot, 5'10", something like that, where we can put a trap on the corner with Gavin Block 6'5", long arms, and Max is 6'2" or 3. Tough to really see out of a good trap by those two.
Olden brings it in the front court, falls down, but keeps his dribble. Nice job by Joey. You got to watch the 5 count. Joey dribbles in. Gavin has a little trouble hanging on to it, saves it inbounds. Railers a little chaotic right now, trying to get things settled.
Got to slow down a little bit. They're pressuring us pretty good. settle down with the ball and make some good cuts.
Cook on top to Gavin between the circles. He lost the handle again. Max on the right side, watched by the 6'6" Weibel. And a foul is going to be whistled underneath against the Potters. The official will go to the scorer's table, and he'll let us know that it is on Weibel, his first, team's second.
Yeah, Morton's very aggressive. Almost the aggressiveness plus the strength of a Chatham man-to-man, but they're being very aggressive out on the top now. 2 fouls against the Potters already, and really they've been very far from the basket.
High post to Gavin, turns and looks. Is someone going to come out for a three? There's Horsham, gets a screen. It's on the way. It's up off long, no good. Olden tries to get it. Bowlby couldn't grab it. He takes it out of bounds. But again, nice to see the Railers underneath and not just assuming the rebound is going to go to Morton.
Well, Jeff, we did an excellent job last night, or a Monday night, of offensive rebounding. We had 10 offensive rebounds, 24 total rebounds on the game. The problem when we offensive rebound against Cahokia, we would get it rebound underneath the basket, and we kick it right back out for a three, where Cahokia was getting offensive rebounds and going right up to the basket.
So Morton at the 4.5-minute mark, still looking for their first points. Weibel's going to drive in, kicks it along baseline, jumper on the way. That is up and good. First points of the night for Morton come from Nick Taylor. It's a 3-2 Railer advantage. Max calls out the play. Everybody trying to get set again. Morton in the man. Max drives, hands off to Olden. Olden back on top to Horsham. Edward fakes one way, the other. Free throw line, kicks it over to Olden. Railers again being very patient. All the Railer offense right now is outside the three-point line. An occasional drive inside, but not much so far.
No, not real aggressive, and that's where we saw Cahokia was really able to just extend the pressure out a lot farther because they weren't really concerned about the Railers driving to the hoop.
3.5 minutes to go. Max hands back to Gavin. Trying to get it underneath to Bowlby, but nice defense by Dullard, who tips it away.
Almost looks like we could get a couple of our backdoor plays as aggressive as Morton's playing right now. It looks like a couple of those would work.
3:20 to go, tied at 3. Olden on top to Horsham. Brings it around to the right side. Joey pops out on the Railsplitter logo along the sideline. Back to Bowlby. And it looks like there could have been a hold there, but Gavin gets away with it, kicks it back out to Olden. Horsham tried to set for a three, not there. Block down low to Max. Max, is he going to make a move? Dribble, backing down, kicks back out to Olden. Under 3 minutes to go. Max hands off to Horsham. Bounce over to Bowlby. He'll spot for three. High archer on the way. That's no good. Goes over the top of the backboard, and it'll be turned back over to Morton. So the positive, good patience. The negative, maybe too patient.
Well, patient, but very good defense too by Morton, and the lack of aggressiveness. I think there's sometimes you just got to bury your head down, maybe like Podbelsic did. I know he got a charge foul and it was a second, but sometimes you just got to put your head down and see what happens. 2.5
to go in the first quarter, tied at 3. A very low-scoring first quarter. Certainly nothing like our first game here tonight, where Cahokia jumped out to a 30-0. Yes, that's right. Yeah. 30-0 lead over Centennial.
Yeah, I think just the way Morton might like it, too. Very low scoring and not a lot of possessions.
We may not get 30 points in this game for the winner. Approaching the 2-minute mark. Morton being very, very deliberate. Down low now, there's Weibel. Gets blocked in the air. Now they kick it back out. Morsch almost lost. Back now to Dullard. Down to the corner, stripped away. Gavin Block comes out of there with it. 1-on-3, and he'll back it out to Bowlby. Max, top of the key, makes a move down the lane, and a foul is going to be whistled on Morton down low. Foul on Morton, I believe, is going to be called on Morsch. Bowlby out. Austin Cruz into the contest for the first time. Inbound out near the timeline to Max. Max drives right by everybody, flips it up off the glass. Won't go down, but he's going to go to the line shooting two, and they got that one on the big kid. Weston Fucht, a 6'10 senior, but that's what you like to see. Max gets it with the defense coming at him. He blows right by him, and Max is fast enough to get by just about anybody.
Yeah, and not worried about going up and getting a shot block. You just got to pretend there's nobody there, and then try and make the basket. And if you get fouled, you get fouled. But you've got to be able to step to the line and knock down the free throws too.
Max continuing the Railer free throw woes from Monday night, misses the first. Second one on the way. That one rattles in and out, and the Railers continue to struggle from the line. Tied at 3, a minute 40 to go. Morton in the backcourt. Now they work it in front court side to Weibel. He'll hand to Morsch. Morsch being watched by Olden. He's joined out there by Horsham. Nice job by Joey as he stripped it away. And that foul is going to be whistled on Morsch. So give that one all the credit to Joey Olden. Quick hands knocked it away, and then had Morsch pick up the foul trying to get the ball back.
Yeah, we talked about how Joey did an excellent job on Monday night of just pressuring the basketball, and really has got to be in excellent condition. A lot of people don't realize how tough to play the point is, not only on defense, but to also run the basketball team at the point guard position on the offensive side. So great job by Joey. He's going to be a spark plug all year long. We've just got to knock down some shots here on the offensive end.
Trailers after the 15th foul on Morton. Get it out to Olden. Gavin on the where the hash mark used to be. Now to Cruz. Backdoor, nice look to Joey. Joey did a good job of not traveling as Morton's defense closed quickly. Gavin with the move high off the glass. Count it. He is fouled.
Yeah, just again, two of the guys that we expected to be going to the hoop and converting, not necessarily just having to convert, but also drawing foul trouble. Now 6 fouls on Morton already. 2 of those have become one Gavin going to the hoop, and also the other one with Max going to the basket.
That was on Starkey, his first, team 6. And Gavin will go to the line, and with a minute 5 to go, we're just going to forget about what happened Monday night from the line. This one's up and good.
Gavin 4 of 9 from the free throw line on Monday night. Max was just 1 of 2. So again, got to get to the free throw line more. A good start so far here in the first quarter.
Under a minute to go. Nice double team again by Block and Cook. Almost thrown away. 6-3 Railers with the advantage. Cook and Block each with 3.
Good job of defense really by the Railers. Also that Morton hasn't really even got a lot of shots off.
Joey's going to be whistled for his first foul as he reached in, tried to knock it away. And Joey's going to pick up some of those fouls out high this year, and it can be frustrating because you're so far away from the basket. But we saw what happened a few times previously down the court when those quick hands knocked it away and picked up a foul.
5 turnovers for the Potters, just 1 field goal attempt so far, and that was a 3, and he made it.
Well, the good news, Coach, is we didn't miss a shot. The bad news is we only took 1.
Yeah, you not necessarily like that kid from Grinnell was last night.
Under 30 seconds to go. Railers up 6-3, first quarter of action. And Morton, as deliberate as they've been, certainly look like they're willing to hold for 1. And the Railers have really extended their defense here, John.
Yeah, well, they've kind of figured that Morton's going to hold for 1. Let's get out and pressure him. And we have. Joey's got to be careful not picking up that second foul.
5 seconds. Does Morton even know? Taylor looking down. I don't know if they'll even get a shot off. They will. It's on the way. Off the glass, and it rattled in, and is good. And Coach Alexander's just over there shaking his head going, you got to be kidding me. At the end of 1, we are tied at 6. Lincoln 6, Morton 6. We'll be back with the second quarter in 60 seconds. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.